What's up, everybody? Welcome to 3D Rivals, your first line of defense against stupid movies. My name is DJ, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, my sister, Darcy.
What's up?
My brother, Derek.
What's up?
And our friend, Dan.
What's going on?
And this week, we're going to be talking about The Meg.
The Meg.
Not Meg Griffin.
Not Meg Griffin. Dang, man, I was going to go there. Shut up, Meg. Shut up, Meg.
Oh, my God. Man, I need to
threw that sound effect. Yeah, you should have threw that sound
somewhere
effect
for the Meg. Shut up, Meg.
Shut up, Meg.
Perfect. That would have been that. You know what? If that was in this movie, if someone said "Shut up, Meg," greatest movie ever. It would have been the best movie ever for me. You know, but
that would have took it over the top.
No, this is with Jason Statham.
Yeah.
And Jason Statham, right?
Yeah.
Is that how you pronounce his last name?
Jason Statham. Yes.
Yeah, Statham.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What you thought it was Statham?
Definitely not
Or
that.
Statham?
Statham.
None of those.
Oh
things
no,
are
it
the
was
same.
Jason part. Jocelyn.
Wait, no, the J was silent.
Asan.
Or Yasan.
Yasan.
One of those.
Y'all are dumb.
Yeah. And a lot of other casts.
There was a lot of
Well,
B-lister actors.
Well, Dwight Schrute was in it. Dwight Schrute.
Oh,
Dwight
Rainn
Schrute.
Wilson.
Yes, he was.
Oh.
Rainn Wilson was in
Yes.
it. Yeah, I forgot about him.
Yes.
He's not an A-lister.
Well, not A-lister, but you know.
But it's
He's
always,
well known for
But it's
I
always
said
nice when
B-list.
you see
It
him
was
and
it was
stuff,
a
though.
good cast of B-list actors.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, it's always cool to see.
Yeah, because you had the actor that plays Batwoman.
Oh yeah, she was
In the first season.
Is that who that is?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I have been trying to figure out, like, what was she in?
I forgot. I heard her name.
Yeah.
She was in a lot. She's in a lot of stuff. Actually.
Yeah, you had the guy from Heroes.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll talk about that.
Yoshi.
Toshi.
Toshi.
I said that
Toshi.
earlier, and I was
Did you say Roshi?
He said
No,
Yoshi.
you said Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even worse.
I really wish I didn't say it. But
Toshi. No, that's an honest mistake.
Yeah.
Toshi.
Okay, yeah, he was Toshi. And then a couple of actors is probably like big in China. I don't know.
Yeah,
Their
but
names.
that old guy was somebody though.
Yeah.
with the older Chinese actor guy.
No. The one who was angry at old boy for no reason.
Oh, the doctor.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's somebody.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he do got a familiar face, but I can't remember. what
Yeah, I
he
was
is.
trying to figure out like where he's from. I think he was probably really famous in the
Yeah.
80s or something.
But yeah, so the Meg, just a rundown of the story. It's a prehistoric shark,
The Megalodon.
the Megalodon,
Sounds big.
who lives under I forget what the layer is called. Like it's a layer of really cold water, and then underneath it, like it's theorized, I guess, that there's like an ecosystem being kept warm by the thermal vents and whatnot.
Underneath the what's the what trench?
Was that the Mariana Trench?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
underneath it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said it was.
So that's why the second one is called The Trench.
No, the second one's called Meg 2.
The
Is-
Trench.
Oh, it's called The Trench?
Mm-hmm.
There's a subtitle.
Meg 2, The Trench.
That doesn't make sense because this one was about the trench.
Yeah, they were
so,
in the trench.
I mean,
we're going deeper in the trench
I
Is
guess
it
so.
even deeper?
I mean, I'm looking at it right now.
when they got down there
Did
and turned on all
we
them lights.
go
for
in
them
the
fish
trench?
that not supposed to see light.
Right.
Blinded all of them. They like, oh.
Well, okay. Since you brought that up,
is this a nitpick?
no. Okay.
It's a nitpick for me.
It sounds like a nitpick.
Fine.
I know where you're going to go.
Okay. All right. Well, continue. I'm not gonna go there. I wasn't going to, but then he brought it up, and I was like, you know what? I was going to.
Yeah,
say
well,
this
okay.
thing.
We got a new format, so we're trying to stick with the new format.
Okay. I'm sorry.
So
You're right.
Let's do that.
But aren't you? You said we got a new format, but this feels like the old format.
Not exactly. Just wait.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
the new format hasn't kicked in yet. Okay.
Okay. All right. My bad. Continue.
Anyway, I was saying that just the story was that the shark was there and it got out after they explored the area and, wreaked havoc on people.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
It
you
did.
know, fake Jaws.
It is a lot like a fake Jaws. There was a lot of, I felt like, references to Jaws, the
Yeah.
movie. Things like, oh, hey, remember when this was in the Jaws movie? But the problem is, this movie has none of the suspense that Jaws has.
Yeah.
None of that anticipation of, like, what's happening. And
True.
I did not care about a single person in this movie. Like every single one of them could have died, and except for the little girl. The little girl was cute.
Well,
But-
okay. Well, let's get to the next part then. Let's talk
Oh.
about the characters.
Okay.
Actors are okay, I guess. I mean, it's fine, but the characters, like you were mentioning, every single character is flat as a board in this movie. Like, there's no life. These are just the most generic people that you can ever write.
Exactly.
Even Jonas.
Even Jonas.
He does not look like a Jonas.
He doesn't look like a Jonas.
Like, you don't look
No,
like a Jonas.
because his name's
Like,
Jason.
I would not have thought that his name. Like, his
Jonas?
character, Jonas?
Come on.
They kept saying Jonas. I'm like, who's that? I'm like, oh yeah, that's right.
I actually got confused when they were yelling Jonas was right. I was like, wait, who are they talking about?
See? Because he doesn't look like a Jonas.
Well, his name is Jason, so all you gotta do is rearrange the letters and you got Jonas.
Yeah.
That's pretty lazy.
Oh my goodness.
Even the jokes
Lazy. Man.
landed flat. Like they
Oh, were
weren't.
there
They
jokes in this movie?
They
Were
weren't
jokes?
like they
There were
weren't
jokes.
Well, you had
delivered.
the over the top black guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was laughing. He was like, oh, this is really funny. See, look. I was like, I hope he
Yeah.
gets eaten next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Look, no,
he wasn't like LL Cool J and Deep Blue Sea.
no.
Yeah.
No.
His hat went like a shark fin.
Deepest, bluest.
God.
I forgot about that song, man. I forgot about that song. That's got to be the outro. Make sure you put that in there.
Oh, no.
Deepest, bluest. My sounds like a shark fin.
Yeah,
Oh.
all these characters. So, Jonas is like the rescuer or whatever, or the only deep diving rescuer person
Yeah, no one else can do it.
in the entire 8 billion people on
But
the
then, like,
planet.
that don't even make any
Well,
sense.
there were more of him. But
Because-
then you remember he left them to die. So now there's only one.
Oh,
we-
okay. We can't talk about that.
You said no nitpicks.
Is that a nitpick? Him leaving them to die?
I have no problem with that.
Oh,
That's what I was saying. We can talk about it.
All right, so it's not a nitpick.
My nitpick is how the doctor guy was acting about it.
oh,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
not a
yeah,
nitpick.
yeah,
That's an actual problem. I disagree with the doctor.
I do too.
fully-
Well,
Yes.
it doesn't make any sense. Okay, so just for context,
Mhm.
is that in the movie opens up with Jason rescuing people on a sub.
Right.
He gets a couple of people out. Something bangs into the sub. 2 of his men gets trapped down there. They're yelling, they can't get out, come and help us, right? He's like, no, something's wrong. I can't come and save you. He closes the hatch. They disconnect. The sub blows up. The doctor man is like, you, what do you say, pressure-induced psychosis or whatever. I'm like, was he even down there that long for that to happen?
Yeah.
But this is
Yeah.
his job, though.
So yeah. So he has to make a split-second decision.
Mhm.
And if the reason why he closes hatch, because if they stay attached, because it's 2 subs, one is stuck, they attach to the other one so they can get everybody up to the new sub and get up to the surface. If they stay attached, then they all die.
Yes.
And he has a few seconds. We saw he closed the hatch and then it immediately went. He he only has a few seconds to make this decision. So going to I agree with you. Like the doctor saying oh, why would you do that? And it's like, yo, that's a tough decision. But I feel like he made the right one. Like
He definitely made the right one.
Well,
what
because-
else you were gonna do?
like you said, seconds after they disconnect, that sub blows up.
Mhm.
To me, that says he didn't have enough time to save those people. So I don't understand why the doctor, you can be upset we lost some of our men, but
Right.
now you're saying you were being paranoid and nothing was wrong when the sub blew up.
Right.
Like,
Rather immediately.
did you not notice that the sub blew up?
Right.
I don't understand that. And then, how about the fact saying there was nothing out there, but something obviously hit that sub that caused those men to get trapped like that, right? That damage wasn't done beforehand, so something happened while they were down there.
Right.
So whether or not it was a giant shark or whatever, something hit the sub
Right.
to damage it enough where they couldn't get out back through the door. So it didn't make any sense, and it was just like you said, it was just so weak just to create some tension among the people that was on this new research ship. But it was just illogical and dumb.
Well, my thing is, you're underwater. There's a lot of big animals down
It-
there.
it
So is it
could've
really
been-
far-fetched
Yeah.
that something
A
hit the
whale
sub?
could have been ramming you.
Exactly what I was about to say. It could simply have been a whale. Regardless, they didn't have enough time to get these men out.
Right. So, detach and you got to go. And he was going to go back in there. He was like, hey, I'm about to come back and get y'all. But once he, realized the situation, he's like, no, I can't. Because
can't do
everybody
it.
gonna die.
And that's not something that's not a decision you make lightly.
Or you want to make it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta be made.
Yeah, so it was just weak sauce. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just,
So yeah, that was. I do find that as a problem as we enter that. So we talked about the characters and how bad they were. Lack of suspense.
just
Very lack.
I'm sorry. This was not suspenseful at all.
It was not.
Like there were scenes where you could be like, oh, okay, I guess it's supposed to be suspenseful, and they telegraphed everything. Like
Every
I knew
single thing.
when every person was going to die. Like literally the wall or whatever his name
Mhm.
was.
yeah.
I was like, he's about to be eaten.
Yeah.
I knew it before he fell off the boat.
Yeah. Cuz
I'm like, he's about to get eaten.
otherwise why are we hanging out in this water?
Yeah.
Right.
Like this.
Yeah.
Chilling. Everybody's
Yeah.
got their guard down and everything. I'm like,
Yeah. Something's about to happen. By the way, I was so confused because the black guy was like, the wall's in the water. And I'm like, what the heck is the wall?
Yeah,
And I was
and-
thinking, like, is that a
I
song
was-
I've
I
never
was
heard
wondering, too.
before? And then I realized the guy's name was The Wall.
Yeah, I didn't know his name was the wall then either.
Yeah.
I was confused by that song.
I
as
was
well.
so confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they used his real name in the beginning, which I've forgotten now because all the characters are extremely flat. So
Yeah. Oh, and we would forget that his ex-wife was on the boat for no reason whatsoever to serve no purpose at all
that
to
didn't
this
serve
story.
any
Yeah, it really
purpose.
didn't. They
Okay,
really
so
didn't, like,
to clarify,
grow that story.
Nah.
Jonas's ex-wife
Yes.
was
Mhm.
on the sub.
Yes.
Now we're getting confused. I feel like we need to clarify a lot of this because we were just talking about the first sub in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
That
he had
sub's
to-
gone.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
then he had to rescue a second sub.
Yeah, he has to rescue a second sub because they went down into the Mariana Trench, and discovered stuff. I think I have no problem with the exploration.
I
it's
do.
cool.
I do. Yeah, I definitely
I
do.
do.
Yeah,
I have an issue with it.
Because I just feel like if we're going into parts unknown, you send a robot down there first.
you definitely
Because they
send a
dropped
robot
a freaking
first.
rover down there
Right.
that he could control from the little,
Yeah.
what's it called thing?
Right, which doesn't make any sense. So you had a rover, but
Mhm.
then you went down there before releasing the rover?
Mhm.
Just release the rover.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why are we down there? It was like something you never like, we don't know if it's going to work. I don't know. You might want to test that first before you send 3 people down there.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
Just,
So so with Jonas's wife was on that sub.
yes.
Yeah, which they get attacked by the Meg, and yeah.
They're trapped, and now they have to go save him. Apparently, there's not a lot of time, but enough time for them to go to Thailand, argue with him, bring him back, set up, and then go rescue
down
his
there and get
wife.
And all this time they're just sitting down there.
Yeah.
Just sitting down there chilling.
So
Yeah.
Lights on.
Again, no suspense because with them down there, we know they're being attacked. It wasn't like shocking or anything like that. And
Just ironic that the whole time they were down there, they weren't attacked by nothing. But as soon as they go rescue them, they get attacked.
well, they got
They got attacked
They got
again.
attacked. That's why they need to be rescued.
No, they got attacked because
Yeah,
remember there was
initially
like
when they went
They
down
had
there, they
to
got
wait.
attacked. though.
no. Remember the part when they were supposed to turn the lights off?
Oh, right. Okay.
They got attacked a second time.
Yeah.
I got questions about that too, but we will say that for later.
Yeah. Even so, throughout the movie, there's 2 Megs apparently, and again, it's just everything's just so telegraphed or whatever. Even after they kill the first one, it's like obviously there's something else.
Yeah, clearly.
Well, I mean,
Well, I was like, it's too much movie time left for it to
exactly.
be on.
I'm like, there's an hour left in the movie.
Mhm.
And then it might even play better if Jonas didn't like, did you notice his teeth? I'm like, what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
did you notice the bite marks on the first one?
Exactly. Like you didn't notice the bite marks on the first one. What are
Right.
you talking about?
You had nothing to compare it to, so why would you?
Yeah.
Why would you notice that?
Well, it
Yeah.
compared it to when it bit the.
You mean the glass you
observatory, yeah.
you glanced at once. You came up top to go hunt a giant shark. Do you look at this like, oh, those bite marks don't match? I'm sorry, when did you become a shark expert?
Yeah, I don't know that I would have noticed if the bite marks.
Not at that
matched or not.
moment.
Yeah.
But anyways, I feel like
Hey, one of those scenes. Sorry for cutting you off.
Go ahead.
But when the little girl's in that little tunnel and stuff, and the shark's like up behind her, doesn't that remind you of what Finding Nemo or something with the shark?
Oh, with that.
Oh yeah, with the
Wait,
shark
that
is
wasn't
like,
Finding Nemo. That was
Shark Tale.
was that Shark
that was
Tale?
Shark Tale.
Okay, one of the animated shark movies.
Yeah.
It does. It reminds me like
Shark Tale.
It was like
Even in my head, I was like, "Hello." That's what it said when it popped up. I was like, "Hey, it looks just like that."
Yeah.
But yeah, it definitely took the fear out of it.
But even then, that's not because you know good and well they're not about to kill this little girl.
Right.
Hey, I mean, I don't know. If you're a quiet place, you kill a kid.
But my thing is, this movie has already established it is not that kind of movie.
Definitely not.
It's just, like nothing's gonna happen to this kid. So it was just like, what was the point?
I'm guessing just to show, like, hey, it's up here now. So now we have a different problem.
I guess. I don't know. Yeah, just nothing to really keep me engaged. There was never no question of where is it, what's going to happen next. It's just every situation you knew was like, well, they're going to get saved.
Well, yeah, the whole movie was on the water too. If I'm gonna make a comparison to like Jaws, a lot of the suspense in the beginning is because there's the people at the beach. There's like, oh, is there a shark? Isn't there? We know there's a shark, but like, the people in the movie, is there a shark? Isn't there a shark or whatever? Is it really that bad? And then you got that suspense. I feel like they tried to follow a little kid in this movie the same way we did on the beach in Jaws.
Yeah.
But it didn't
well
mean anything. I don't know.
The difference is in Jaws, they killed the kid.
Yeah.
So there's that. And then, like you said, it's just like at the same time, I'm looking at this little kid and I'm just like, they're not gonna do it.
Yeah,
they're really not gonna do
it. Shark floaty,
Yeah.
thing.
Although that popsicle in the water, that's just
Ew.
gross.
Yeah, don't bring a popsicle in the ocean, guys.
Just come on. That's disgusting.
Why, man?
Also, there's way too many people at this beach.
Yeah, I was
There's a lot
wondering,
of
like,
people at that beach.
I know they said it's one of the most populated beaches, but I'm like, does it really
Like
look
that?
like that?
Like, there's nowhere to, like, how can
You
you
can't
enjoy
even
yourself?
move. Yeah. I don't know. I should have looked that up. But that seemed a little
I don't think they really have
ridiculous.
an ordinance, though.
Well, I don't think
It's got to be. You're going to make the water dirty.
I'm pretty sure it's a whole lot more stuff in the ocean that is making the water dirty.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I don't know. It just seemed like an awful lot of people, and I just wonder, do they really have like 10,000 people in the water at a time?
And then there are
'Cause that's what it
like
looked like.
jet
I would
skis
never go.
going by where people,
Where people
are.
were?
Populated there. I'm like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't even do that.
I don't think you
Yeah,
can do
that was a little weird. I'm like, there's literally people right here.
Like
Right.
you're gonna hit somebody with your jet ski and knock them out in the ocean.
And then does the beach give away free inner tubes? Because everyone had an inner tube.
That one might, or maybe you rent it and they're just popping off with the rentals.
Oh, okay. That's a lot of inner tubes.
That was a lot.
Was a lot of
Where do you store those
Yeah.
when they leave? You know what I mean? Like if they're rental.
Good
like,
point. I don't know.
Where do you keep them? Just leave them in the water. No, they don't fly away. You got to tie them down.
Oh man, and this is probably really a thing. The people in the little floaty balls. I'm not gonna do that because I'm just gonna get like swept out into the ocean and
Yeah,
I'm
that
stuck in a
seems
floaty
like
ball.
a horrible
Yeah.
thing. Like if you need to get out, you cannot get out of that thing quickly.
No.
Just
No,
No.
thank you on that.
All
Somebody
bad.
Because if you
just
get
not-
pulled by the tide, I don't care how much running you do.
you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Horrible. I saw that and was like, absolutely not.
No, not me.
No.
Mm-mm. I mean, I guess you're not like in salt water. I think that's better.
Aren't they in salt water?
No, you're inside of the bubble.
Oh. Isn't salt water supposed to be good for your
But I
skin?
feel,
or
but
something?
I feel like though if
Being
you out
stuck
the
in it
middle-
for a long time isn't good for your skin.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, man, I feel like you're gonna cook being stuck
Oh.
in that bubble in the middle of
with
the
sun.
ocean.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, it'd be hot.
Probably, yeah.
Well, if I'm in the middle of the ocean, I'm getting out the bubble.
I don't know. I'm staying in the bubble.
I'm not going out there at all.
Well, that.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I'm just gonna not go in the ocean.
I watch everybody else do it.
Yeah, it's a bad idea. The ocean's trying to kill you, literally.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is. It's
It wants to.
it's the natural thing for the ocean to do. So that's why I don't go out there.
Speaking of, it has nothing to do with this movie, but I saw like this thing where like a person's on vacation and then they're like, we woke up and saw this, and it was like no water on the beach.
Oh,
And I'm like, yeah, bruh, leave.
Leave.
The
Yeah.
ocean is literally trying to kill you, and it's going to real soon.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, oh no.
Basically.
But yeah, that's the gist of this movie. Like, so if we could go over the characters are bad. Story, I guess we didn't go over story.
It's dumb.
It's a pretty dumb story. It makes no sense.
I mean, they repeat the same thing like 3 times.
Yes, they do.
What do you mean?
Just the same. Rescue person, save them, giant shark attack. Rescue person, save them, giant shark attack.
Oh, yeah, true that.
It's like literally we did this 3 times in the same movie.
True.
And then going back to Jaws, like that, the third act of Jaws with them out on the boat. To me, I felt that was like real suspenseful. You know?
Yeah, because they're hunting the shark. They don't see it, right? And you're like, you know, the shark is out there, but they're not doing it. Then when they had a chance to get it, they missed. It was completely different. But just even the way that movie was shot in 1970, whatever, was better than how it was done in 2018.
Yeah.
I think they showed the shark too soon for one thing, and like there's like every time we telegraph everything, like we always see the shark. It's huge, so when the fin's sticking about the water, you know, all right, it's about to come attack. Whenever they go down there, they get attacked. She dropped down there in a little shark cage or whatever, got attacked, almost swallowed the whole thing. Which, by the way, when he went out there, when he swam out there to like what tag the shark or something like that, he was doing, and then
Why didn't they give him a cage?
he grabbed well that for one.
Yeah, you had a cage.
That
You let
one.
this
Yeah,
man
you had a cage the whole time, and
swim
you
in
sent
the-
me out there just swimming.
Yeah, it don't make no
It's like,
sense.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then he grabs the cable and they yank him back on board before the shark.
That man
the
ain't got no
sharks-
hands.
You know, I'm like, yeah.
Oh, that
there's
cable
no
rips
way.
his hands
Yeah,
off.
there's no, you know what that cable's made of?
Yeah.
It's not dental floss.
He has no hands.
Like they yanked him back up on the
Yeah.
boat. Like
Well,
flying
you
through
see when the shark got caught in the cables when it was the cage,
Yeah,
it was
his
cutting
fin.
through the fins.
there.
Yeah,
like,
but
it didn't do
didn't
anything.
cut
But it
his
didn't
hands.
cut his hands at
Well,
all.
I'm like, come
You're
on.
forgetting that he obviously has plot armor.
Well, the same thing.
And the
when,
cable can't cut through plot armor.
when he gets saved and he's like holding onto the girl's propeller of her glider.
Oh,
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute.
they didn't think that one through.
There was that, and then when he was fighting the shark, and the shark's like, you know, doing what sharks do, but he's just climbing on it and
Mhm.
stabbing in the eye, and stabbing where else. But
Mhm.
all this gyrating that the shark doing, it ain't doing nothing to you.
Yeah.
He just able
Plot
to hang
armor's
on.
also
able to hang
sticky.
on
He
to
just
it, huh?
hang on the whole time.
Is it sticky?
I
Like
guess
Spider-Man
so.
underwater? Like, what are you? What's up with that? Like, come on, man. You can't be
yeah.
that good of a swimmer.
So, yeah, verdict on that is characters are bad,
Yes.
story's bad, and
There's a lot of overacting too.
A lot of
for a
overacting.
thriller, not a lot of suspense.
Yeah, bad CGI.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. CGI is bad too. Yeah, mention that.
Mhm.
Music, not memorable. I don't
I
remember
don't even
anything.
remember
There's
music.
music.
So,
There's-
no.
I mean, there is.
I mean, there would have to be
There's,
music.
there's music, there's sound effects, because like when I'm looking up facts about the movie and they're talking about like when they played a certain sound, and I was like, there was sound there? So
Do not remember it.
I don't remember it though.
I don't remember it. It definitely wasn't the Jaws theme, I'll tell you that.
Well, I mean, they can't do that.
Well, but my thing is that sound, it amped your anticipation.
And you know, if they were smart, they would have did that, but like do it like one note over.
So,
So-
Yeah,
apparently,
that's what the Simpsons does all the time.
apparently there is a remake version of the Jaws music in this movie.
Oh, really?
They do it like one time.
Really?
I forgot what scene
You
they said
think I
they
would
did.
have picked up on that?
I
I
didn't
would
pick up
too.
on it. I didn't pick up on it at all.
Huh, I'm gonna have to watch it again. I watched it
Wow.
twice.
Oof.
So.
The first time I fell asleep.
Oh, why?
Mm.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, why'd you do that?
No, I mean I had to stop and come back another day.
I have only before I watched it this week. I have only seen it in pieces. I had never seen it all the way through. Didn't know how it ended. I didn't know how it started. So it was like watching it all the way through. I was like, I see why I only seen this movie in pieces.
Yeah, mentally, like subconsciously, you just won't allow yourself to watch it all the way through. Like, it's like for whatever reason, either you fall asleep, you distract yourself with something else, or come back another day as you did.
All right. Well, then let's pick some nits.
Pick
some nits.
Pick
Wait,
nits.
what?
Random.
Random
Oh,
movie
Randy
facts.
Movie
Oh,
Facts.
Randy
My bad.
movie facts.
Randy.
Randy?
That's what it is now.
Randy.
Randy.
Some Randy facts.
Randy facts. We coined a new phrase. All right.
All right, Randy, give us some facts.
I don't know if we want Randy.
It's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what it,
Probably not.
like, my computer will not allow me to look it up. It's like, no.
Sorry about that. Really sorry. Randy.
All right, what's some random movie facts you got
Okay.
for us?
This is based on a book. Apparently, the book is a whole lot better than the movie.
I would imagine.
I
would imagine it
think
is.
so.
Yeah.
Probably is.
Yeah, there it's a series of books about something. I don't know. Shark.
A megalodon.
Yes.
Okay.
And the guy's name is Jonas. So there you go. That's why that's his name.
Okay.
Okay.
It's his name in the book. And apparently, and I should have looked it up to see if this is true, but I did not, so it must be true.
Giant grain of salt.
Giant grain of salt. This is the highest grossing movie about a shark.
Oh,
500.
they can't hear our faces.
Right.
530 million.
What?
Why? There is nothing to like about this movie.
530 million.
This is
Is
like
that how much they
the
spent?
Fast and Furious of shark movies.
No. They
This
only
is-
spent 130.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, they made some cash.
You gotta be kidding
Well-
me.
They made money off this movie.
This
Now
second
we
one better
know-
not make that much money.
This is now we know why there's a second one.
No way.
Yeah, this is literally like a Fast and Furious for shark movies.
But this
That's
is
what
but
it
this is worse than that because Fast and Furious at least started off as a decent movie.
It
It was
is.
decent. Yeah,
It
that
is.
first one
It
was,
did.
was, was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just went too far with
And
the
they just went off the
exaggerations
like
and,
this.
After 5 was like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think 5 should have been the end.
Yeah, 5
it
should have
should
been
have.
in.
Mhm.
Definitely. Tokyo Drift shouldn't have been a part of it at all.
No.
But, you know,
But yeah, 530 million.
that is insanity.
I just
There's good movies that don't make that much money.
that's what I'm like. I don't understand. Like, who saw this and said, "Yes, give me more of that"?
Right.
The same audience, though. I mean, like, I get you what you're saying about it being like Fast and Furious starting off good, but the same audience that's going out to see Fast X and is excited about it is the same audience that's
But
watching the Meg.
My thing is, I am all for a dumb movie. Like sometimes a movie can be dumb but good, where I enjoy watching it despite the stupidity
dumbness.
of it all.
Yeah.
This
Like
is not that
Morbius?
movie.
This isn't that
You
movie.
remember that movie, right? You remember it? Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Meg 2 has already surpassed this budget as well.
Wow, man.
So-
And I watch
256.
Meg too now, man.
We are not.
256.
We have to.
watch
No,
Meg too.
we
We kinda
only
have to.
watched this one because I couldn't think of anything else.
Well, now we're
And it
watching
kept
Meg
showing
Meg
up
2.
because Meg 2
And
was
then
out.
when inevitably Meg 3 comes out, well, I don't know where all these.
It's about to be a
megalodons are coming
Sharknado thing.
out.
I hope not.
It's about to be a Sharknado thing.
But yeah, so far 256 million. Meg 2.
God.
All right. Any other Randy facts? I'm sorry.
No.
Oh, that was it, really?
Are you
Oh,
sure?
yeah.
Is it because we called it Randy?
No, really, because a lot of stuff was like stuff about sound design. And I'm like, I didn't hear any special sounds, so I didn't
Oh,
write it
okay.
down.
I didn't either. Like,
Because
I really,
if I didn't notice it, I can't be like, oh, did you guys know? I didn't notice that, so it's
I
just,
really don't remember any music in this.
Yeah, I don't remember anything
I
spectacular
don't
about
remember.
it. So
Yeah.
All right. Well, then let's talk about some nitpicks.
Pick some nits.
Pick some nits.
okay, so when his ex-wife Toshi and the Wall apparently are down in the trench,
Yeah.
and they're like, oh no, something damaged our rover, and it's all crumpled up.
Mm.
Get out of there! What y'all
Yeah,
doing?
Right.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
what are you doing?
Get
Right,
out.
what are we
yeah.
waiting around
Obviously,
for?
like there's something down there.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're all like, "Oh, what could have done that to the rover?"
Wouldn't we have expected there to be some dangerous animal down there? Like
Definitely.
we don't go into some uninhabited jungle and be like, oh, there's not gonna be anything there.
Yeah,
you know.
And that's the thing they said, like, we don't know what's down
That's
here.
why you send a drone.
That's why you send a robot.
Yeah, you explore first. Just absolutely
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Not
Okay.
3 whole people.
How many robots have we sent to Mars?
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
we're not-
we didn't just like, okay, let's go to Mars and we send 3 people.
Yeah.
Right. It's like if something happens down there, there's no underwater mechanics to where you can call up. Like, hey, our submarine don't work. How fast can you be here? It don't
Apparently,
work like that.
Apparently
in less
there
than
is, though.
18
Yeah.
hours.
Well, okay, well,
Yeah.
yeah, apparently, according to this
Yeah.
one. But
Also, oh, sorry.
I'm gonna say, but normally, no, that doesn't happen. So if you going below the deepest place in the ocean where we know the least about, you definitely send a robot.
I definitely you want to explore that first, and then like you're a research vessel. My thing is send the robot out first of all. Then don't you start notifying Natural Geographic and NOAA and all like, yo, we pierced the layer. Look what's down here or whatever.
Yeah, it should
Like-
be a real big thing.
Yes.
that this
Yeah.
company is going to be.
Yeah,
going
just
down there.
everything just incredibly weird.
Also, I don't know if they did any kind of research on the science of being in the ocean. I don't feel like they did.
Mm-mm.
They probably
no.
didn't.
Because at one point, one of the scientists said they were like, oh, 9,000, 10,000, 11,000. At one point, it just becomes numbers.
Yeah, that was a
And I'm
black dude. That was a black
And
dude.
like-
and I was like, no,
It
No,
really
no, it definitely
doesn't.
It does
really
not.
doesn't.
No.
like the water pressure isn't like if you go from 1,000 to 2,000, it isn't doubled the water pressure. It's exponential. So it's
Yeah.
like 100 times. Don't quote me. It may be more or less than 100 times, but you get the point. Like there's,
Mm-hmm.
it's not just doubled. It's not just numbers. Being 11,000 meters below the
Underwater.
ocean surface.
That's a lot.
Not
It's
only
a
that,
lot.
you're
It is
dealing
a
with
lot.
the temperature of the water,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is what they said at one point, like 6 degrees.
Well, I'll tell you this: from 1,000 to 2,000 feet, the pressure doubled.
Okay.
Because it's easy to figure out what the pressure is. You just whatever. I know the equation.
Okay. So the pressure does double there, but doesn't
yeah.
it compound as you go down?
Probably. Let's see.
Look
It's-
it up. Maybe
it
I'm wrong.
triples at
I mean,
3,000?
my nitpick doesn't stand.
I think it stands either way because the pressure is getting heavier. And
The
heavier
pressure gets heavier.
The pressure
to the
gets
point
heavier.
where it's.
So you want to know the
just
difference
not-
between 8,000 and 9,000?
What?
I'm asking you, is that what you wanted?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah. What's the difference between 8,000 and 9,000?
Oh wait, I forgot what 8,000 was.
This is
This is more suspense than was in the
Yeah.
movie.
It is.
But also, this is from our civil engineer, so I feel like she has a water pressure calculator.
I do know the
She
calculation.
probably does. She probably does.
So it doesn't triple. But I mean, at this point, we're talking about thousands of pounds of pressure.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like that's a huge difference. You can say like, oh, we went 9,000, we can go 11,000. No. No, because what is your ship rated for?
Right.
That
Yeah.
extra 1,000 feet makes a difference.
Did they
Mhm.
ever even mention anything like that? What the submarine was rated for?
Nope.
No.
Well, no. At one point, I think they mentioned.
No,
it
they were
was, like,
talking
for
about the
12,000.
No, they said they never did it before, and the only other thing we got was the rating for the Shark Tank,
Oh.
Okay.
because she was like,
Oh yeah.
it could
Yeah.
take like I don't know, like 800,000 pounds or whatever, and I'm like,
Mhm.
how you know? Did we
Yeah.
test
Yeah,
this
I don't think they
I
tested
mean,
And
well,
then-
I feel like that's probably been tested.
against
it.
a?
Against a megalodon?
Thank you.
Oh well, no.
Like-
Well, that's
Not
what.
big
That's
enough.
why Jonas said it still doesn't sound safe.
Because you don't know what that bite pressure is.
You don't.
Mhm. Yeah, nobody's ever measured that. I'm pretty sure.
Also, yeah,
It won't
there's a
break.
couple people in this mirror. I know sharks. I'm like, you don't know
You
this
don't
one.
know a megalodon?
Yeah, you don't know this.
You don't know their behavior. You don't know any
Yeah.
of that. Like talking about, it's
Yeah.
not like
That's
just
like
the shark.
discovering a new wild cat and be like, I know lions. Like,
But this
okay.
isn't a lion.
Yeah, but my thing is, it's like lions and tigers aren't the same, right?
Right.
Yeah.
They're
At
both
all.
big cats, but they're very differently.
Yes.
So just because one is similar to a shark does not mean it is a shark.
Right. Yes.
Very true. These assumptions are what get you in trouble.
Yeah. So just, and since we're talking about science, I wasn't gonna bring it up, but I got a huge problem. This thing is living deep at the bottom of the ocean in the trench. It comes out. That pressure change, that temperature change, and change of light does not affect this thing at all.
Yeah, I had a problem
Yeah, the
with
light
that
thing.
too.
You were bringing it up, and he told me not to say anything.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
yes.
yeah. Because nitpicks. The light thing, for one, it should be blind.
Yes.
Yes.
And I will bring this up. In the book, they said it does go blind because of the light. Because as it should.
Yeah, it should.
Yes.
Because
But
he's been living in dark
He's been living
for
in
its entire life.
Yeah.
And as generations went on, as they lived in the dark,
Mhm.
actually, I'm surprised it had any sight at all because it probably wouldn't need it.
Well,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When they went down there and they dropped all them lights, all the animals saw the light and went away. But this thing was attracted to the light.
which then brings me to my other end. Like, are sharks attracted to light? But this shark was attracted to light, movements in the water, sounds of whales. Like, what exactly gets this thing excited?
I'm gonna
Because
talk about that
apparently
sounds of whales
it's
thing.
all of the things.
Yeah, everything
Yeah.
got this thing excited.
It just doesn't make any sense. And I've never, and then, let some sharkologists tell me I'm wrong, but I've never heard of sharks being attracted to lights.
Never.
That's a new one for me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Especially
Make
ones
this a
that
thing.
are obviously not used to light.
Yeah.
I guess I
How
don't know.
you
That was a
attracted
new
to it?
one. I just feel like I'm watching Shark Week and I never see them throwing light bulbs in the ocean trying to
To
get it to
attract a
come.
shark.
Yeah. So, and then also you talked about the difference in pressure. I'm like, wouldn't it be like us coming from like Earth going out into space? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're talking about 12,000 feet it lived at, and then how it's up at the surface of the
And
water.
jumping out of the water.
Even whales, like they say like the giant whales, because they can go deep
Yeah.
into the water. Like they go up gradually. Now they can do it much faster than we can because they're
Yeah.
built for that. But a whale cannot go from deep and then just go straight up to the top of the ocean.
Yeah.
It can't.
So like also there's a couple of different things, right? Like it's still doing the fin thing that sharks do.
Mhm.
It's never been at the surface. Why would it do that?
Yeah, why would it do that?
Yeah.
You know, and this is why it's a nitpicks. It's not a big thing, but it's like what you did was just you called this Meg about a megalodon, and then what you did was make a regular shark movie about a giant shark. Basically, that's all
Yeah.
you did. You didn't do because
Yeah.
it should be different. It should be
Yeah.
different than other sharks.
And that would have been an interesting movie to see how this thing acts differently from the other sharks because it's in an
Yeah.
environment that has never been in before.
And you could even have the scientists guessing based on their knowledge of sharks, and then being
Be
caught
wrong.
off guard
Yeah.
because it's like,
That
oh,
would have been up.
yeah, no,
Mhm.
because it's a Meg.
Mhm.
The girl,
Which one?
the
Little
little
girl?
girl.
Oh, the kid. Mhm.
Yeah. Why is she on this base? Two, why is she just left to walk by herself?
That was
Yeah, by
my
herself,
nitpick
yeah.
too.
That was like,
I like
yeah.
she just has free reign to
But
the
my-
whole ship.
You're like, okay, one, this is how you know, like you said, everything's set up. Like, why she at the bottom of this thing by herself? No one else is around. First of all, you're not watching you. If you're not gonna watch your kid, why is she
Yeah,
here
why
with
is she
you?
there?
Yeah,
Just,
there's no way.
She shouldn't even have access to get to other places because I looked at it like if this was real, everyone don't have access to every floor.
Yeah,
Right.
And this kid is just walking around.
it's a research facility.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
she
Well-
can mess up something.
Well, Jonas found her in one of the little submarine things.
Oh,
Yeah.
I had a problem with
Oh,
that. I'm like,
she was
she's
working
just
the,
in a sub.
Yeah. Just in there chilling, pressing buttons.
I'm like, can we call CPS? Like, you just ignoring this 8-year-old girl,
Yeah.
and she's just in a sub, chilling.
Yeah,
Pressing buttons.
That's bad.
Yeah, where she accidentally presses the button to launch the sub, and then she's
Then
underwater.
She's underwater.
That's exactly what's going to... That would happen
Like,
in real
what,
life.
What do you? Because that was the rescue sub, right?
Yeah.
So then, what do you go get her with?
yeah.
She took the rescue sub. So like, what do you go get her with?
Yeah.
He's going to swim after her.
Oh, right, because
Oh,
he's
yeah,
a
yeah,
torpedo
yeah,
in the
yeah.
water. I'm like, come on.
Forgot about
man.
that.
He'd be able to catch her.
Yeah,
So
I'm like, come on,
I'm
bro.
just like, and then even if there wasn't the Meg around or whatever, why is she? This base is dangerous. It's
Yes.
like it's not an oil rig, but it's like set up in a similar way, right?
Yeah.
This is a dangerous place. I'm not bringing my kid.
Yeah, and then let's say, okay, so she's divorced and no one else can watch or whatever. Then this kid gets a small bubble of space she can be in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You are in
On the
resident,
surface.
right? You are in the resident zone and nowhere else.
Yeah.
You get the
Exactly.
kitchen in your room and that's it.
Exactly.
Like, I don't understand. Like, I could say, like, why is she even here?
Mhm.
And then for her to be just anywhere and everywhere all at the same time is just ridiculous. And then at the end, when they're on the cargo ship to do the hunting sharks, which they have no business doing, why was she there?
She was there.
Yeah, there was
at
no
the
need.
end. And I'm like, we didn't drop
Excuse
her
me?
off somewhere? I don't
Right.
like.
Yeah.
Because this isn't dangerous enough.
Yeah.
You brought her with you to hunt the Meg.
Why?
Yeah, good idea.
After it
She's-
already
'cause she's-
destroyed
She's going to benefit us. Somewhere.
2 boats already.
2 boats. Yep. Let me
Like-
just bring my child with me.
Like, come on, y'all. For real.
Just.
She no longer has a child when they get back to the shore. like, yeah.
We're taking your child.
My
That's
nitpick.
ridiculous.
Okay, these are people that hunt sharks, right?
They are not people that hunt sharks.
No, they're not.
No.
Okay. I'm like, you didn't know this was a whale?
Oh, those
Oh.
people.
Oh, we're talking about Rainn Wilson.
When,
Yeah.
when they were like
Yeah.
blowing it up and it's
Blowing
like,
it
oh,
up
we
and
got
everything.
it.
I'm like, you
Yeah.
didn't know that was a whale?
My
Right.
thing is,
Whales don't-
Whales and sharks do not even swim the same
they don't look
At
the
all.
same.
or look. And I'm like, was they trying to play it on? They got confused because it was dark?
Is that what it was?
What gets me, if the Meg is also in the area because they had their tracker on it, doesn't a Meg attack the whale?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it ate that other whale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you should have been able to see that and still hit it.
Yes.
And then if the Meg was in the area and you blew up the whale, the Meg doesn't get damaged.
That's my nitpick.
And then why was Rainn Wilson character in a boat? Why am I in a boat watching you blow up the shark? How come I'm not also
Right.
in a helicopter?
Why I'm not in a helicopter with
Yeah,
you?
why? No one needs to be in a boat.
This
No.
billionaire is not animal.
Yeah, billionaire.
Also, all right. The problem I have with Rainn Wilson's character.
All of the above.
Well, one, I felt like they wanted to make him like the villain
Yeah.
billionaire character,
For no
Mhm.
reason.
but they didn't even really capitalize on that.
They didn't.
No.
Okay, he could have went to the authorities when they found out the Meg was released. That would have been a smart thing to do.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Honestly, why didn't any of them? Why did they go hunt the Meg by themselves? First of all, if I'm Jason Statham, right, my job is
You're Jonas.
to. Oh, Jonas.
You're Jonas.
Jonas.
My bad.
Hmm.
My job is to dive deep and save people, right?
Right. I did
Mhm.
my job. Give
I'm
me
not
all the
I'm
going
done.
after a megalodon.
No.
Yeah.
Why
Why
is
is the scientist going after the megalodon?
Yeah.
Call up the Chinese government, like, yo, there's a megalodon in the ocean now.
Yeah.
Maybe get your, military boats and blow it up.
Yeah, it just didn't make any sense. Like, why are they personally going after this thing? That's not your job. You shouldn't be doing that. Second of all, making Rainn Wilson character evil was just so over the top. Like, you wanted him to evil just because we need an evil billionaire man. And then it's
Did
like
you
there
need
was
him?
no reason for him to keep it secret. And he's like, oh, those people will sue me. Would they though? Like,
But then-
you're not to blame for a shark attack.
Right.
Yeah. Like, none of that was
That
his
doesn't.
fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no reason at all for this to be a secret. No reason to not call in authorities. None of that. And then the next day they're like, "What? He didn't call?" It's like, do you know he's dead? It just felt like everyone assumed that man was dead, but there was no reason for them to know that he was dead, nor did he not make that call.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
there was no reason for them to know that he was dead because he secretly
I
did
didn't even
that.
think about that. I figured they had the knowledge that I had because I was watching the movie.
But how would they have gained that knowledge?
No, they wouldn't have.
Yeah, they
And
had no
then,
way of knowing.
Like
that.
you talking about, like, so when they eventually call this, like, no one's coming because we're chasing a prehistoric shark. I don't know. Maybe leave out the fact that it's a giant prehistoric. Just like there's a big shark in the water. Come help us kill it. I'm not gonna say, remember that 2 million year old shark we said exists? It exists. Like, you can leave that
Yeah,
part
and
out.
it's out here.
I feel like
Just
the
leave that part
governments are gonna go because
Well, if my science ship says they're chasing a giant shark, I might want to check that out.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think they
It
know
was
if
what
there's a
China
giant
and
shark.
Thailand and stuff like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and then Australia. Yeah, they're gonna check.
They're gonna want to see that.
Yeah.
That was one of his reasons for like staying out there, right? Because he said, other people are gonna find out about it and they gonna get to it first, and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then it's
Well, when he didn't really call and they tagged it, I thought it was gonna be he's the evil one because he wants to keep this thing alive so
Right.
he can have the
Right.
rights to the
But
megalodon.
he was just gonna kill it.
He was just gonna kill it, which I'm like, all right. I mean, to me, I was like, is it dumb? Yes, but it wasn't that evil.
It's
of
not
him,
his evil move was not really calling like he said he would.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he
and
didn't
then
call.
doing
He
that
wanted
whole
to
little
kill it
speech and
himself.
spiel with him.
Yeah. But then I'm like, can anyone on a boat make that call? Like, he was supposed to call for a rescue.
Mhm.
Anyone can
Yeah,
make
anybody
that
can do
call.
You don't need a billionaire to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't. Just his evil was non-evil when you killed him for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
It was a stupid way to die too. The
Yeah.
boat speeds off and he falls off. And
Yeah. I'm just like, for real though.
like really, y'all.
Just-
Nobody looks back. Nobody.
The billionaire man.
Yeah, the billionaire fell off. Everybody's like, nobody turned. their head
Nobody
left or
turned
right.
around.
They was
And
Yeah.
maybe they knew he
I'm
fell
like,
off though.
Just,
Maybe,
Maybe
like,
they did know.
good riddance.
Say this is a good excuse.
I mean, maybe, but it's like, bruh.
yeah. Okay.
Too
Those little rescue sub, not the rescue subs, the ones with the balls in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
That I forget her name. The mom.
Sun Yi?
Okay, might be. She went to go rescue the first sub, right?
Yes.
One, I guess she was gonna pull it up with a cable.
Yeah, apparently.
And two, I'm like, there's no way that sub is rated to be down in the Mariana Trench.
Nope.
No.
Zero. The way it's designed is just like there's no way. It's just not.
Yeah, because it's just like a little glider thing.
Yeah, it's a little glider thing with a glass ball in the middle.
Well, my thing is, if it could go down there, then why do we have the fancy thing?
Yeah. When the fancy thing, which has no glass because they didn't want to have the what do you call it? It's not good to have it there. It's better if you have the whole sub be metal
Mm-hmm.
than have the glass. So yeah, she can go down there and it's fine. And be attacked by a colossal squid and still be fine.
Still be good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
It was bothering me when Darcy was talking about, like, is the beach really overcrowded like that?
Is it?
Yeah.
It is. Wow.
They have pictures.
I would never go to that beach.
Yeah,
there's
that
no
doesn't
way.
seem fun at
I
all.
I don't like.
Yeah.
Oh my no. How do you
Yeah.
enjoy yourself when
Wow. That's a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
people. I mean, I'm antisocial though,
You,
so
yeah, I am too. So
Yeah,
I
nah.
wouldn't want to
I'd be like, we
that.
can go.
Yeah, especially not in the water.
Nah,
Yeah.
we can go.
yeah. What was it? So okay, so those subs aren't definitely not rated to go down there.
No.
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 Or the pressure from the shark biting on it.
Oh yeah, that. Oh yeah, it bit at it.
Mm.
How did it withstand that? It definitely didn't.
I can't explain that one.
Oh, in the beginning, this is when I was talking about. They definitely didn't do any like research or anything
Mhm.
because they were connected to the sub and they're like, we're starting to implode. There's no starting to implode, especially at 11,000 feet
Yeah.
or 11,000 meters.
Yeah.
There's no starting to implode. Either your sub is
we have
working
imploded.
or it has imploded.
Yeah.
It's one of two options.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, they
Yeah.
did the way
It
they
is-
showed it. It was like slowly crumpling in.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, we know that no subs
Mm.
just it will snap closed.
Yeah. Instantly.
Which is insane to even think about.
Yeah. Yeah. They said by the time you realize that it's going to implode, it already
It's
did.
imploded.
Yeah,
It's going to. That's it.
yeah,
Done.
Yeah.
yeah. So like, if it's going to fail, like then
It's instant.
it fails. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no fixing it.
yeah. And it's not like a slow thing. You know, I guess they
Yeah.
were making it for suspense or something,
Yeah.
but it's like it's not a
Mhm.
slow thing.
Like one wall dents in.
And, yeah.
Oh, okay. We've got time. Another wall dents in. We still got time. Y'all go ahead and go to Thailand and get my homie. Let them know we down here. We'll wait. Like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, no.
Which is
Someone
another reason why you
demonstrated
just
that with
don't
like
do
a
this.
pop can.
Mm-hmm.
To do the difference in pressure, they did temperature instead.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you know, they had it and it was like hot water and they put it into the cold water.
Hmm
It's just like
Right. Yeah. There's no slow crumble.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instantly.
Okay. So what am I doing when they go down there and he's rescuing his ex-wife Toshi and them? Is it just me or was the wall taking his good old time climbing up them stairs?
oh, I forgot to talk
I
about
was
Toshi.
just like, I'm sorry. Can we put some pep in your stuff? Like, why are we moving
He
so
moved
slow?
slower
Big guy.
than the girl, and she was injured.
He was a big guy. Yeah, she did have that.
Um
She had a screwdriver in her gut that we're
Yes.
just pretending wasn't a thing.
yeah.
Right. Yeah, let that go. Huh?
She moved faster
Well,
than
she
him.
went to the hospital afterwards.
And how long had it been in there?
I don't know, hours.
18 hours.
They wrapped it up, which was the right thing to do. They should have left it in and wrapped it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
So
you
they
don't
did
remove
do that
it.
correctly.
I'm
Kudos
good with
to
that.
them
I'm good
for
with
that, because most movies would have pulled it out.
I mean,
Right.
this
And then
is,
plug the hole.
this is first aid 101, so at least they did that correctly.
Good for them.
Yeah. So Toshi didn't have to die.
Well, if the wall was moving a little faster, first of all, when you pulling her up, I'll be right on her butt. Like, like what are we
Right.
doing?
I'm pushing you up.
So there was a couple of things. One, the time they spent, bantering as ex-husband and wife when he first opens the little hatch thing. It's like,
Yeah.
Isn't this the best I told you so?
yeah,
Ever.
no, let's not do any of this and let's get off of this ship. As soon as the hatch opens, my head is on the hatch as it opens up.
I'm coming
and
back
then I'm
while
like,
you
it
open.
just,
Yeah, I mean, like my thing is at that moment, I don't care who's rescuing me.
yeah, like
I don't
she
either.
stops and rolls her eyes and stuff. And I'm like,
It's like,
I don't
oh,
have
send
time
someone
for this.
else.
No, I don't
Get
want
out there.
him.
Like, nah, bro.
so you have that. Then you have the wall moving slow. And then still, even with that, I feel like, Toshi, you had enough time, man.
Because
Climb up.
again,
Climb up.
I will be on top of you. You'll be like, why are you so close? I'm like, move faster.
Maybe he really didn't want to go back home to his wife.
I just
I know,
maybe
he literally gave up.
He was like, this
He was
is my
like,
chance.
oh.
Closed it,
This is my
waited in the
chance.
sub for like 20 whole seconds while the.
Y'all definitely get this letter, though. I got some good jokes in there I want her to hear.
Okay. This is a big one. So they said that the Meg came up through the trench when the rescue sub came through and it followed that heat stream up and out, right?
Yeah.
If that's true, how did he see the Meg when he rescued the people from the sub in the very beginning?
Yeah, that was a huge one. Because in the beginning of the movie, the sub that was being attacked with, it showed a shark shape, right? Like, oh, it's being attacked by a shark.
Mm.
But the Meg is supposed to be down in the trench. And
Right.
they weren't down in the trench. Because remember, we first went down in there
Oh, yeah.
with Toshi and them.
Oh, yeah. That is a big one.
Mm-hmm.
So what was the deal with that? Was it just a big shark?
Was it? Because didn't it blow up with the...
No.
No,
It didn't blow up?
Maybe it was just a big shark. Maybe. I don't know. It wasn't a megalodon.
No. He's like, I've seen this before.
Oh, okay. It was a megalodon.
Right? It's supposed to be the megalodon, isn't it?
Okay.
It was a
Yeah,
Supposedly, yeah.
minor ladon.
because the doctor guy made a big deal. Like, oh, I'm sorry. I
Ah,
called
yeah.
you.
And it was
Coin that
minor,
phrase.
a
It
minor
was a
ladon.
minor ladon.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just, that was the suspense.
Yeah, I was just like, that doesn't make any sense. First of all, I don't even know why you need that. Oh, it follows up out through the heat stream. Like, we don't
Because
need that.
the cold water thing is supposed to be what's keeping them down there.
Then you don't have the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
We didn't need it anyways. It was only to establish that Jonas was crazy and then
For
quit
some
his
reason.
job for 5 years and became an alcoholic, which, by the way, he certainly forgot his need to drink the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Why
didn't
wasn't
drink
that in there?
anything.
Like, it was because they made a big deal of every time I see you, you got a beer in your hand.
Yeah.
But
You
then
know,
he comes
you
back
drink
to
too
America.
much,
He went
but
days without drinking.
he sobered
But
up real quick.
he's athletic enough to jump in the water and save
Also-
people.
do all that swimming. He's
and
still in good shape.
swimming. Yeah.
Impeccable shape. No beer belly or nothing, but all that drinking you doing, no beer belly.
Yeah. I mean, my
Yeah.
dude's six packed up.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
girl even peeked back in the window to take a look at that.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, all right. Which was very invasive of his privacy.
It was. It was.
But,
It
like,
really
okay.
was. Also, I don't like their relationship. They have zero chemistry. We didn't need this in this story.
That was
Yeah,
forced.
that was
just
forced. That was really forced.
incredibly
Very forced.
just we didn't need
And
that.
then again, the telegraphing. That was telegraphed since they first met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, okay.
Yeah.
He's
Tell her I
divorced,
don't need
she's
help.
divorced, and no, it was telegraphed since his conversation with her daughter.
Oh.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, he has a good relationship with her daughter. Okay, they're gonna get together. Cool.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and her
Yeah, it
ex-husband
was-
is
it
a
was gonna
jerk
happen.
because they always are.
Right.
Okay, my last one. Why does a research ship have missiles?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Why does it have missiles?
Interesting.
Yep.
I didn't even think of that. Didn't even think about it. I'm like, oh yeah, this is normal.
Yeah.
Scientists need that.
Why? Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
just let that go.
Yeah, that's like saying we're the research team, but all your researchers have guns.
Like, yep, before you go on your mission, don't forget your torpedoes.
Yeah.
Or what?
Just why do they have those?
Yeah,
Because what else would they need torpedoes
Yeah.
for?
Yeah, right. You're supposed to
And
be
they
researching.
didn't
You're not
even
supposed to be
know-
fighting anything.
Yeah.
They didn't
Yeah.
even know this thing was down there. So, like, what else?
because like Laura Croft and Nathan Drake, they don't have weapons when they doing their research.
Are they thieves?
I think
Well,
Nathan Drake is,
Nathan Drake.
No,
does.
he's definitely a thief.
He's a thief.
He's a thief.
but Laura Croft, she's a researcher.
Yeah, but then, she's always being chased by some people, so she figures she
Yeah.
has to bring a weapon with her.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
has
but
the
she
tool.
doesn't. You don't start off though.
Oh, well, hey, you know what? I just thought about it. Yeah, in the
the
new
first
one,
game?
in the new game, you like using bow and arrow and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When do you get your Desert Eagles?
I don't know. I didn't finish it. It was a good game, though. And it's like, I just didn't finish it, though.
Okay.
I got attacked by a bear, and then I stopped playing.
What?
It's kind of like The Revenant. I definitely stopped watching that movie after he got attacked by the bear.
Isn't that what that movie's about?
No, the movie is not about him getting attacked by a bear.
It's
I'm
not.
pretty
What is it
sure
I
it
about?
thought
was
it
about him
was.
being
Yeah, what is it
attacked by a
about
bear.
And him surviving the bear attack.
Yeah.
It's more than that.
He's on like a mission to do something.
To
Oh.
survive a bear attack?
No,
No.
I think the movie's very overrated.
I
didn't
thought
see
the
it.
movie
Most-
was about
most-
him surviving a bear attack.
Most Oscar movies are.
Well, yeah,
Let's
that's
say
true. You gotta
most.
trust the Oscars.
It might be most.
Yes.
Yeah.
Most.
I mean,
You think
who's
most?
giving out
Yeah.
Oscars? Let's be real.
I mean,
Most.
okay.
So, well, okay. Is that it for the nitpicks of the Meg? I'm pretty sure there's more. Oh, wait.
Yes.
This shark never stops being hungry? Why is it just eating everything?
See, I was gonna let that go,
no,
Yeah,
I'm not
because
gonna
it's
let
like
it
that
go.
on Jaws too.
Sort of.
but Jaws.
I
was
mean,
like
on
days
Jaws,
apart.
there's no need for the shark to keep coming after them.
Yeah, it
Because
days
sharks
apart,
don't
though.
do that.
But it
Yeah.
doesn't really though. It attacks the girl. All the people's in the beach. No surprise
And then she
there.
gets attacked. She dies from the attack, right? But it doesn't eat her, does it?
Yeah.
No, because they're finding her body parts places. So it
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
eat her.
Because sharks don't like eating humans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they think they do, and then they're like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
I'm
God,
like,
this
ugh.
was disgusting."
What is this?
Yeah. It's just that they have so many teeth.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
And
yeah.
the Meg is just like, yeah, I'm gonna chomp down on everyone.
and it just keeps going and
constantly.
going.
Like it ate a whale. It ate another Meg.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, how does that not feel you?
Like,
I'm
after
like, you
all of
should
that,
be done.
Why are we still going?
Oh,
But I think that it's like that in all animal attack type movies, though. It's like there's
Well, it
no need for
depends-
the animal to keep attacking.
it depends on what it is. Like if it's a lion, it might just attack you.
Yeah, but how many
Without
lion
eating
movies
you.
have you seen though? I've
Yeah.
only seen one.
They need to make another lion.
I've seen
movie.
two.
Which one?
No, actually,
Ghost
that
in the
sounds
Darkness?
scary. I don't want to watch another lion.
I've
Movie.
seen two.
Lions are scary.
Lions are scary, but
But
see,
we Idris Elba. Yeah, like a lion movie or something.
That's the
Yeah,
one
that's
he's
the one I'm
talking
talking about. It's
Oh,
called
okay.
The Beast.
Okay.
yeah. So the one I'm thinking of is with Michael Douglas.
I think it was
It
Michael
was
Douglas.
Wow.
Yeah, with the yeah, but that was based off of a true story. So
Yeah.
sometimes animals be crazy.
But it said like that
They
was
do.
like never had
But
happened
that's the thing.
before.
Like it was
That
so
lion was
unusual.
vindictive.
Yeah, it was so unusual that something like that's happening. So like this is just it's ridiculous. Like why are we still doing this?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Another thing. So, the Meg is about to chow down on some people at the beach, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it hears the whale call,
And it turns
and
around.
it stops and turns around. Why would it give up its meal right in front of it
Yeah.
to be like, "Oh, but a whale"?
Yeah, your free and easy meal is in front of you.
But a whale though.
But I got a
But
free.
whale,
There's a
though.
million people in this water right now.
Oh,
Mhm.
but
A whale.
Like he's
whale.
literally feet away. He would have eaten them.
Yes.
yeah.
I
Just
mean,
a couple
if he wasn't
appetizers
already
before you get to the
full,
whale.
which he shouldn't have eaten them,
Yeah.
but like,
appetizer. For the whale. at
Just
least.
a little snack before the whale.
Couple.
okay,
couple
yeah,
shrimp.
yeah, okay. If I'm okay if he eats them and then goes towards the whale sound,
Yeah.
but why would he
But
stop?
he instantly went.
He
towards
Yeah.
the
stopped
sound.
and went to the whale sound.
Yeah.
Made zero
But my thing
sense.
is like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right,
I
so
agree.
all right, that's all for nitpicks.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there are more, but I don't know. My brain can't work on it. All right, so it's time to rate it. And my rating is gonna surprise you.
Is it?
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a very low watch while folding clothes.
I could not keep my attention on this movie. Like, I desperately tried, but I couldn't. I kept getting distracted by better things.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's because when I heard it was terrible, I thought it was going to be like along the lines of Sharknado.
Yeah.
It's not that. So.
But Sharknado is dumb.
Yeah,
But it's so
not even,
dumb.
it's
I
not
don't
watchable.
mind.
It's not
It's
watchable.
hard
Dumb.
to not watch it though. Like I watched them all. So, like every time a new one came
I
out,
watched
I'm like,
one and I was like, and
I watched
them
the first
swapping
one.
between
That's it.
scenes. Like, no, not they're swapping between scenes. They swapped between camera angles, and in one camera angle, it was raining. In the other camera angle, it wasn't. That's how bad that movie is.
I mean, you know, sometimes it's raining on one side of the highway, and sometimes it ain't.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
They were
it
having a
happen.
conversation with each other right next to each other.
Well, if you right on that line, the line has to end somewhere.
Somewhere it's not
You
raining.
just choose to stay.
I mean, I guess so, but it's got to end somewhere.
So anyway, yeah, a low watch while folding clothes for me. I don't know. Like, it's not a good movie. It's not a good movie at all. But I can see where some people could enjoy watching.
I don't. There was nothing entertaining. Like, I knew the movie wasn't great, but I was hoping to at least still be entertained. And I was not.
Yeah, man. Maybe if
Like-
they didn't telegraph everything, it would have been better.
Like I said, I had to split this up across 2 days. The second day, I started reading a book while I was watching it.
Watch while reading a book?
Watch while reading a book. So
Is
this
that worse?
one is.
I don't know.
We're gonna have to add that. Just a little side
Watch while
rating.
reading. Good enough.
I gotta give it pure torture. Like
Pure torture.
I did not enjoy myself, not even a little bit.
My wife also gave it pure torture.
Yeah, it's not a good movie.
It is not.
My rating is also pure torture.
Pure torture.
I could not. If I wasn't busy doing like something else while it was on, I would have fell asleep.
Well, I'd call it pure torture too, because I was
Okay.
literally looking for something to do
Yeah,
other than watch the movie.
yeah. It wasn't doing itself any favors.
It was not.
Alrighty. So
And I like Jason Statham.
This is the rating I expected us to give it.
Okay.
So this, the Meg, pure torture.
Pure torture.
Don't watch it.
But look forward to the Meg 2, though.
Both
I mean,
movies have
look,
made a
man,
lot of
people
money.
love the people must love this movie. man.
Apparently,
No, it didn't
'cause-
get a good rating, did it? Oh, what's its
Rating
score?
schmating. You made all that money.
That,
What
I
the rating
mean,
was.
that's really all that matters, right? The
Yeah.
money that it makes.
No, rating
Basically.
kind of matters, right? You made it like they can't just look at the money. You made all that money, and that's because people wanted to see it.
No.
And then,
Okay.
like, when you're thinking of making a sequel, if you got a bad rating on the first one, maybe it means no sequel.
Now they know.
So
Yeah,
I
what
got
that's
to do.
some.
So 5 out of 10 on IMDb.
Yeah.
46% Rotten Tomatoes. 2 out of
Yes.
5 for Common Sense. So no one likes
No
this
one likes
movie.
the
Yeah.
movie.
Meta-
dumb.
But
Metacritic was 46 out of 100.
Yeah, that's not a good movie.
It's not a good movie.
According to our rating system, that is pure torture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
pure torture.
3.8 in according to Google. So not great.
Yeah, it still falls in our pure torture. So our rating's right on point with everyone else's.
Usually we be a little mean, but not today.
Thought the movie may have been better if the shark never came out of its original habitat.
Yeah.
Like, give me another reason for us to have to go back down there.
Yeah, like what if they spent the whole time in the trench?
Trying to save them out of the
That
sub.
might be better.
Yeah.
Because
That
then
would've
it's
been
so
better, 'cause,
dark and you
yeah,
can't
you
see.
don't know.
And you can't turn the well. You need the lights to see where they are, but
But
then
it
you
attracts
can't
the
turn
shark.
the yeah.
So you got to find another way to.
But
You know,
can
do
you
what
make
you gotta do.
can you make a 2-hour movie out of that?
Make an hour and a half movie out of it.
Yeah, hour and a half.
Yeah, it don't have to be long.
They don't got to be 2 hours, but you know.
All right. Well, that's the Meg. Shut up,
Shut
Meg.
up, Meg.
It's a perfect end to, to that podcast.
I like it.
If you saw it, I'm sorry, but you can let us know what your thoughts were on it. And of course, subscribe and follow wherever you listen to your podcast, and we will-
And share.
and share. Yes, Actually, yeah, do that.
Sharing is caring.
And we'll catch you in the next show.